Hello. All right, we're just reviewing this week's price action, second week of December. After the last week, two losses. This week, I didn't put any trades out. Um, I think I did miss a trade on Monday, which was same story with the higher time frame, the 1 hour. But being FOMC week, I've been very careful. In the past, I had losses before FOMC and then wins after, so I was waiting for FOMC to unfold and had no clean setup on Thursday and pretty much didn't trade on Friday. So not no greens. I would have rather get some wins, but no losses is good as well. And it's good to have a chill week and yeah, reassess everything a little bit. So my view coming into the week after the 4-hour W we had last week was definitely those big moves here needed to be rebalanced, and I wanted a retest in that zone before going higher, which is exactly what we had, both on Bitcoin or Ethereum here, which was really good with that black breaker block. Like this was a beautiful retest here. So we'll focus on Bitcoin more, but same thing over the board. Whoops, other one. So yeah, Bitcoin went back into this zone that I wanted to be rebalanced. We had three drops coming into Sunday. Fake move up. Fake move down and up. Bit of a big whipsaw before the week open. Put me on my toes and wasn't keen to get into too much risk. But we had. I did not see price action going lower than this. Like that's for sure, and that's probably what my mistake was. There was a bit of a divergence here between Bitcoin and Ethereum, and both retested that 50 EMA on the 1 hour, and actually on Bitcoin, this railroad track followed by a hammer. I was really keen to get onto this trade. Target would have probably been higher anyway. On Ethereum, if you took this trade and you were to hold it, you would have probably be whatever your target was. You would have been filled on the target without being stopped out. Both of those trades with a move like this, I would have been break even pretty as soon as we moved away from it, and Bitcoin would have stopped me out at break even. So depending the one I would have chosen, would have been a win or a break even. Obviously, this is the past, and I did not take that trade. So, but for the most part of Asia, that slow creeping price action was definitely feeling not FOMO, but that I missed out on the trade, and it was quite difficult. But every time I miss a trade like this, I see the 15 wasn't really clean. You had a retest here, but same, it's in that dead gap zone before the market opened, and once the market opened, it was a bit too late to get into it, and price didn't really go anywhere, and it retraced most of the move. What was I saying? Yeah, every time I miss a trade, or yeah, basically just missing a trade, I just remind myself that maybe I would have not been able to be here for that market session or trading on that day, and it is what it is. It's going to be another trading day and another session, and it's still going to be other opportunities. So following on the week, so Monday was pretty average. Tuesday was ranging in this zone, and so Asia wasn't doing anything, UK wasn't doing anything, and I was expecting US to make a move. So I did wake up, but I was really tired. And when I woke up, I think I saw it was the jolts for news, and we had this big wake up and down around here, and I really thought it was, I'm like, okay, this is manipulation, don't want to be involved. But the thing that followed is just price actually retested Asia high, held all the EMAs, and really just kept grinding up. So missed that one, but did not get out of bed to go to my desk and trade. I think on Ethereum was pretty similar. Yeah, Ethereum was holding. I think I was, yeah, holding 50% Asia here, that green dotted line, moved up and then retested Asia high. And you have the same with the divergence here where Bitcoin was just slowly moving higher and Ethereum here did a sweep of those lows before moving higher as well. So always good to keep an eye on which asset is sweeping the lows and creating a divergence. Came Wednesday, it was was it FOMC day? Yeah, FOMC day, so usually don't get involved before that. Nothing crazy happening. I did wake up it was like 6 in the morning for me, and to watch the meeting, which was here. And a little bit before, so I come on my session here in the gap to get ready to trade. I remember seeing on both asset on the 15-minute, you had this big drop after the meeting and then rejection of the 50 EMA twice, and I was really enticed, I think it's an English word, to get a short over here somewhere. But we were still within Asia range here, and what I wanted was price to drop and probably at Asia open give me a retest to go short, and this never happened. So didn't get any opportunity here to get a short on Thursday morning. Didn't do anything all day Thursday. You had unemployment claims here. I did wake up here for this US session. The US has been giving all the moves lately, the last month, maybe 2 months. And you can see it here where you have Asia, UK, nothing, US does the move, Asia, UK, nothing, US does the move. It's behavior that wasn't the case throughout winter in Australia, so June, July, August, stuff like this. I remember US was really difficult and Asia and UK was giving a lot of setups. And so at this point during the week, yeah, so I woke up, but no entries, nothing, no really big potential for a trade, even though I had my 3 levels down. I was expecting a reversal and continuation, but I was awake through here. And same as last week at about 4, there was nothing crazy here for me to tell me to go long, even though that was my bias. Like this move here, a good move up and then a retest of the EMAs to continuation, but even here on Ethereum wasn't really crazy. And at this point of the week, the price action was pretty crap. It was just like ranging up and down. Not too keen to get involved. And Friday is usually the trap move for the weekend, so always cautious on Friday as well. The thing that did happen is usually on Fridays, the method I've been learning, usually UK does a fake move and retraces the move for the whole session, and then US goes up and down or down. But if you have UK not doing a fake move, like a sharp in one direction, and just staying range bound within Asia range, so same here on Ethereum, there's a high likelihood that US is going to move with strength. And this is exactly what happened. Did not wake up for this session, had stuff going on Saturday morning, and that's how life is. You won't be able to trade every session. But the setup was decent. I'm just going to show you because it's a setup that's been happening a lot in US lately, and this is your bread and butter. It's such a good setup if it's lining up with the model. So on Bitcoin wasn't too clean. This is definitely not clean. You could say maybe on the 15 was a bit better because you had an evening star here at 50% Asia, but you're still within Asia range as well. But the one here on Ethereum was much better, where you had a clean retest of the EMAs. This was the high of previous week as well, this red line. So you have this nice M formation. And when you have a formation like this, it's worth a shot. You can even go to the second peak of the M, don't have to go all the way up there. And we target first thing at the low of the day. Low of the day was already a good trade. 2.5 all. That would have been a nice trade. But Mondays and Fridays, I stay careful. If I happen to trade, it would be US on Fridays when those setup present. And if you have something really clean like this is an amazing setup. You can go back previous weeks and month. It happened so much. I don't want to make spend too much time on this video, but it did happen. I'm just going to try to find it. This was one with consumer sentiment, which was a pretty good trade in US. Where was it? Well, it was this one last week that I talked about in my previous video. This one was similar. This was one on the long side, maybe not as obvious. So obviously the setup I was talking about was the short one. Well, you get the point. You can go back in history. This was one here. Got the drop and a little 5-minute M formation before the drop, and it does happen a lot in US. You see, you have the same Asia, UK move up in US before drop. Obviously, it has to line up with the model, but here on Monday it was beautiful too. Drop, retest of those EMAs, probably get an M. You even get like a late retest, a late entry here if you want. Yeah, this is US behavior lately. So yeah, nothing crazy. My goal was to be more inclined to take trades on the higher time frame, which I did not do. Banking some greens, which I didn't get a chance to do some. Good behavior was to be patient throughout the week, and especially careful with FOMC. I know from my journal that it's a week I have to be careful, so I did. I did not pull the trigger on that 1 hour time frame, and I regretted the whole of Asia session, but better be safe than sorry sometimes, and it's okay if you carefully miss a trade. No trades. I'm feeling good. Yeah, it's so good. And I had some job interview this week, so hopefully this is all going to be good for the short-term future. I've got, this is not stuttering today, so just showing, this is the payouts I got on my account, on my prop account, on that one account that I had in September. So this was my really good month in September. I only started prop firm in August. I was trading my own money before that, and I'll go for prop firm anytime now. This is probably not going to work, but I was just going to show that I didn't take any trades this week. Not going to be able to show. So yeah, that's the review of the week, and hopefully we'll get some good trades next week and get a job as well. See ya.